Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and Texas. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Given 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down. They love being physical.
The play clock's running down. A first down carry by Elliott. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Okay, starting lineup time offensively, Charles, for the Dallas Cowboys.
And how about them at number 4 in the 2016 draft? Big needs on the defensive line, and they go with the running back.
They go star power.
They went star power, but Ezekiel Elliott, in a lot of ways, was exactly the right decision. When they had winning success in 2014, they did it running the football. Elliott can do that for them again.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything. But you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, and he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback, a multiple-time Pro Bowler. It's, of course, Eli Manning.
I still remember a scouting report that a former Giants GM had on Eli Manning coming out of Mississippi. He simply said he has it. And we always talk about the it factor, which means they're going to play large in big moments, in key situations, and Eli Manning has always had that.
Now a first carry here for Shane Vereen. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceeding.
False start, offense.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And it's fielded at the 34. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Play clock winding down. Now Prescott buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Jonathan Hankins is a run-stuffing defensive tackle who creates a pile-up with each and every snap.
They come out here in the eye. And they'll let their fullback try and push the punt, or they bring him down right at the 45.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Time running out here on the play clock. They go to Elliott again. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't care what the game plan was coming in. After these runs,
you're running it, right?
you make sure you keep circling on your play sheet, running plays that are working, and keep patting those big offensive linemen on the back. They're doing a great job.
Goes without saying, the defense is going to have to adjust to it.
In a big way, and they've got to figure out, do they have to sell out to stop the run, or can they just do it better than what they've done so far?
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. And the play clock's running down. They'll come out in the pistol. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll set up to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew, so they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out, gave a little momentum to their offense. They said, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. On first down, here's a handoff to Green. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They stick on the ground. Again, it's Vereen. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down. Throwing his man, and now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Play clock winding down. They're going to look to throw. And this one's incomplete. We've got a 3rd and 11. 5 wides in the game. 4 of them to the right side. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Looking to throw. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
So we played 1 quarter here on a Monday night. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
And the play clock's running down. Let's go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
And it is now 21-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New York set to take the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterback, so you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker, and on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball, and he made a nice tackle.
Manning to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Five yards to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
This will be fielded at the 17. 12 yards on the return that time, and the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They come up in an offset eye. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Prescott is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. On third and short, going with their tight end. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jason Witten with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost... like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. Fighting through. New York set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
On the run, here's Vereen. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On second down, here's Manning. He's got time. Great protection. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Good throw. Receiver does his job, and it's a first down for the offense.
Excellent execution all the way around. Plenty of time for the quarterback and the receiver to work their first down magic.
On first and 10, here's Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, New York.
Well, that's the Kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run again with Marine. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Throwing is Manning on third down. Looking for Cruz, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team. When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Here's Prescott being chased out left. It's Hill, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And the interception the last time they were out there ended up leading to a touchdown.
So the only thing they didn't get really was the pick 6. Because that's what everyone wants. Take it immediately to the end zone. But their offense capitalized on the takeaway and turned it into the 6 points.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
I think you're right, partner. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're going to speed things up here. Manning now on first down. Caught. It's Cruz, left side. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you on over to And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Manning to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds Beckham complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Collins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Prescott. They complete it to Hill. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. A little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Here's Prescott. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it. Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. After that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So put another 3 on the board, and all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And now back onto the field, here comes the Cowboys defense. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Malik Collins in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
They'll run. It's Vereen. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Third down now following the run. Throwing is Manning on third down. A dump off to Vereen. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled. And while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
Here we go. Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. See if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-out.
And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry, always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. A little 360. A sizable gain there of 9 yards, but it's still third and long.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On third and long, it's Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Giants defense getting ready to go here. They are down on the scoreboard. They're just trying to keep the opposition now at bay.
Let's treat it a little bit like tennis. Hold serve. Don't give up anything. Win the point, so to speak, and move on from there.
Did you play tennis?
I actually did for a little while.
Wasn't
very good at it. Yeah. But I tell you what, the kids, they both lettered.
Your kids?
Exactly.
Okay.
Whose kids were we talking about?
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. And with this guy, I don't know that you're surprised when he has back-to-back games like this. He just keeps excelling.
What I like about him is that every year he doesn't settle for being one of the best in the game. He tries to make himself better. Almost like those great basketball players. I remember hearing about Kobe Bryant wanting to add something to his game every offseason. Magic Johnson, what do I need to work on to get better? Michael Jordan had that fadeaway before his career was over. Those are the best. Even though they're at the top of their game, they found ways to get better.
Play clock winding down. Now a play fake here on first down. With it. Give them 11 on the gain there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down. In the red zone this time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies...
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys add on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Cowboys now. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 7 yards remain now on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. He's got Cruz complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Fresh set of downs here.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
False start, offense.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Manning again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. 54, right there, 54, Mike.
On first and 10, here's Manning. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And Brate has it over the middle. And he's brought down. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Again, it's Manning. That's caught at the 3. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Shane Vereen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Giants do get a bit closer.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
It's like my old high school coach used to say, Charles. He said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Giant defense now as they head back onto the field. And maybe for them at this stage, it's sort of put up or shut up time. They need to stop trailing here.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that one. They've got to go out there now and put an end to what's been going on in this ball game where they've just given up points.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Manning going to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Manning. And this is going to be incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. And it's 4th down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws him in double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now here come the Cowboys. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Touchdown, Cowboys. Their big-bodied receiver, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. And a really nice job last time. Offense had great field position, but they were able to hold them just 4 plays, and they had to hit the field goal.
We saw the benefits of practice there from the defense, though, didn't we? Because most teams, when they have that type of field position that they have to start defense on, they treat it almost like what we call sudden change. You know, after a turnover or a big kick return, whatever that is, you tell the guys, listen, you got to bow up. You got to get in there. Make sure you don't give up any more than a field goal.
They bowed up all right. We'll see if they bow up again. Back to the air on second down. It's Manning. He's got time in the pocket. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Manning on third down. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brad Wing now. He's been terrific so far. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're last time.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And the confidence from last week carrying over to this week.
2 weeks in a row. And I have to admit, last week, I thought they were going to really struggle running the football. I thought that they had a real challenge on their hands, and they more than met it and created big-time openings that he just absolutely hurtled through. And they figured, why not? Let's carry it forward this week. Again, the same thing. All the blocking schemes are there. I think they've really done a great job. That B-gap between the guard and the tackle has been there all game for them, and they continue to exploit it.
And he's just going downhill.
Offense.
Not only downhill, but with incredible, incredible force.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's Prescott. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the jump. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery. Giants touchdown. And at this point, after that return for a touchdown, I guess the only thing is you're asking what else could go wrong.
Not only that, I think that between the two of us, we thought this was over before. I believe now it's really over.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the Cowboys are able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys add on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second down now after the pass completion. Manning to throw on second down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash, this from 48.